disability, art, community, pain, joy, glimmers. 4 BIPOC disabled queer Vancouver-based artists explore the healing power of witnessing through collaboration. These artists humbly and vulnerably bring you into their lives, into their homes to discuss their practices and experiences. They invite you into the creation and production of their live poetry music show, Glimmers. Watch as the show within the show comes to life. Will my body betray me today? Will the shattering beauty of this earth sneak in anyways? Will it be the type of day where disease writes the poetry that I pray? Sometimes it's hard to remember that I am not my body. That my body is merely profoundly a container for experiences. A piggy bank to accumulate memory. I remember a time before the acuteness of my illness, but when I am really honest in my reflections, I've been sick all of my life, struggling through intense and terrifying flare-ups. So receiving my respective diagnoses provided me a sense of liberation and compassion for myself. I can't cure you, so I make you coffee instead. Growing into the knowing a slow morning is one of your most relieving medicines. I wait in acceptance-spotted prayers that pain won't be the eyes in which you see the world through today. I wait in abundant hope that the reflection you see in yourself is that of a dream coming true.
I rise every morning and wake in pain. A connection to prayer, a direct line to spirit. The gift of my pain is that it keeps me present in my body. I feel everything. Finally. I still remember a time when I couldn't feel anything, numb to my own emotions, downplaying my desire for the possibility of a life led by love. Developing a rare medical condition became a forced invitation to step outside of the numbness I was consumed with. Coming face to face with a decade-long struggle with addiction and my new reality of living with a life-altering disease, my own pain and mortality created a mirror. An opening back to myself. Today, my spirit has become electrified with living in a reality I always dreamed of. A life that's abundant in care, creativity, community, and of course, continuous coffee.
Coffee is on the table, babe.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for the coffee.
Of course. How did you sleep, my love?
It was all right. Better than the last few nights.
That's good.
That's good.
How are your eyes feeling?
Wonky. How was your night?
It was a rough one. I was up every 30 to 50 minutes and I was in a lot of pain and I had very explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, I think I kind of heard a little bit, but I was too zonked out, I think. When's your infusion again?
It's in a week and a half. So that might also be part of the reason why I'm not feeling so good, is because it's getting close to my infusion time.
It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Fanny. I have ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. I was officially diagnosed with ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease in May 2023. I've been struggling with gut issues really my entire life. Even as a small child, I had lots of issues with my stomach and going to the bathroom. All throughout my 20s, I had different acute flare-ups that had me in the hospital, often in isolation. and the doctors just didn't know what was going on. They believed it was some sort of autoimmune condition, but I didn't ever have enough of like the qualifying factors to be diagnosed with any one disease. And then flash forward to April 2023, after meeting the love of my life, I had one of the most...
Me.
I had one of the most intense flare-ups that I've ever experienced in my life. I was hospitalized, which led to the ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease diagnosis. The diagnosis is still new for me, and I'm still figuring out a lot of what it means for me and how I am going to live my life moving forward in a way that honors my capacity and my ability. It's really changed how I interact with a lot of the activities that I love to do, certain physical fitness activities that I did, also just ways of engaging and being in community and social settings. Having Crohn's disease really changes that, so I'm just trying to figure that out and adapt and get used to it.
And my name is Q. In 2018, I was diagnosed with Stevens-Johnson syndrome. And that was in the ER. I was in the hospital for about a month, and yeah, it was a quite a horrifying journey, and the journey in healing has been treacherous. The first few years were debilitating. I couldn't do that much. Some days are bad, some days are good. It has definitely impacted the way in which I walk around the world today. There's a lot of things that I am unable to do because of it, because yeah, it's my eyes that were badly affected by it. The structure is different now. There are things that are missing in terms of like for the eyes to fully function.
When I say that our art has become an extension and expression of our pain and the things that we've experienced and gone through. And we know some other folks who share some of these same experiences and visions and hopes and dreams when it comes to art and community and what life could look like. So I think that that's why we're so excited and also so nervous to create this beautiful docuseries that's talking about disability and art and community, because we really want to share with you the power of it and also the truth of it, that it can be very challenging and difficult, and the things about it that are debilitating is often what make people quit and isolate and pull away. And so we want to present this other vision, this other version of our exposition of life and what that can look like and feel like through our expressions, through ourselves, through our community and the other artists we're going to highlight and introduce you to, and through our lessons of land and love and life. It really makes sense that we're going back to the place it all began, hey babe? Like, yeah. We're going to go to Squamish to get these materials for Glimmers and really start the whole Glimmers story right where our love story really started beginning.
Yeah. It only makes sense.
I love you.
I love you. What do you dream the show to be like, my love?
I dream for it to be an invitation into our world and into our community, for the community at large. And I dream it to just be this magical pause that we create for our community. And I dream it to be this safe container that's a celebration of pain and of joy and triumph and grief and dreaming and trying something new and amateurs and late bloomers. I dream that these special people that we know within community, that they walk into the space and they see themselves in it, and that there's the energetic feeling of soul and spirit. I envision this one-of-a-kind, handcrafted music stand that will be made by us.
We forage for the community that we've had, you know, that we have.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to look at it.
In a way, it feels like that, you know, it's like kind of just like walking through this like vast space that we live on, which is Earth, and just finding these really special individuals, which to me feels like foraging because it's intentional, you know, and you never know what you're gonna find within the wild world. And you just kind of come into it, which is so beautiful.
And I think something so beautiful about what you're saying in this vision of foraging and foraging for our community and building our community is this idea that we all have things that each other needs and that we all help each other grow. Like, I know so much of what we've experienced since we've come together in the past 2 years, especially when it comes to co-creation, is this learning what the other needs to grow, and to learning when we can offer water or sun or shade. And I think we learn so much about that being in community and seeing these different mirrors and watching when someone else is watering someone else, and when we might need to step back, or when we might actually be observing that and say, oh, these people we love need a little bit of sun, and to be able to offer that's the dream.
Hoping that the folks who might be feeling a little lost or feeling a little lonely will find themselves in this space that we're going to create, you know?
And I think that's another reason why it's also so important to me to forage the materials for the stand from here, from the space that's so sacred to us, because as we know, with living with chronic disability, with chronic pain, it can be really hard to come and access space on the land here like this. It's just so difficult for so many of the people that we know and love, and so I feel like bringing this little piece of land to them, and this reminder that there's a little piece of land within all of us. I really want people outside of our community to see that, to see this holding, because there is such a healing in the holding. You know, I think it's one thing to experience pain, it's one thing to talk about pain, and then it's a whole nother thing to allow your pain to be witnessed.
On the next episode, you will be introduced to the other artists involved in this series. Heading to the recording studio to continue live show preparations, we will dive deeper into learnings on care and collaboration in community as new artworks take form.